back. We're here. We have NaVi, we have Mirage, and we have TSM. Now one of those is a map, and two of those are team names. And NaVi, they're pretty good on Mirage, guys. Pretty good. Do you think that they'll be able to defeat TSM?
I would actually say Overpass was the best bet for NaVi to beat TSM.
Really?
Yeah, I actually think TSM is... They should be stronger on Mirage. At least from what I've seen. It looks like you disagree with me here.
Let's see what the public think. The public think I'm an idiot, basically. Well, I think it's one of NaVi's better maps. I mean, what do you think there, James?
It is one of NaVi's better maps, but also a good map for TSM, who might be the best team in the world, maybe. So that's the problem. It's the problem we had for a lot of teams versus Fnatic as well. Like, this might be your best map, but it's Fnatic, so everything's just their best because they're the best.
Yeah.
So
true.
we'll see if the same rule applies here for TSM going forward. As we go forward here at FACEIT, we don't go back. I don't know what that means.
It sounded really profound, super profound.
I know. I'm good like that, Dan. Okay, so we might have a delay, a short delay before this match starts. I don't know why we're not back when the pistol starts to save these things from happening. So Mirage, we can expect AWPs, we can expect rifles, pistols, defuse kits, grenades, flashbangs, smoke grenades, decoys in the knife round, and maybe some other stuff, SMGs.
Yes. Forgot Zeus.
You're just going to sit here not saying anything now. Oh dear. Dan's in a weird mood, it appears, threat. I think it's just down to you and me to be normal human beings.
I guess so. So...
No.
We'll just leave him to sit there.
But like, you spent 5 minutes like describing all the weapons in the game.
I'm killing time, Dan!
What's the worst?
We're just waiting now. We have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Producer Reese is trolling us. Like, they're ready to go, guys. We go back. And we're about to get into the game. The producer Reese are like, no, nothing's happening, guys. I don't know, mate. So, like...
Oh! Yes, okay, this is a cool discussion point.
Oh, look, he's thought of something to talk about.
Ding! I have the little light bulb
okay,
went off there.
let's go.
Okay, so yeah, having this conversation with Henry G, he doesn't want pistol rounds because of the variance. Now, what do you think about, like... What? I think producer Reese just told us that we're going into the game. Is he trolling me?
No, he said they stopped again. They keep starting and stopping the game.
Okay, I was just... Okay, screw them. Screw them. We're just going to turn this into a talk show. So, do you think that the pistol rounds, like having the variance of pistol rounds, is a good thing? Would you like to see the pistol rounds removed? Or do you think it's just... the gameplay mechanics need to be fixed, like the hitboxes or something?
I think the gameplay mechanics need to be fixed, because I like the randomness and I like the variance, but it's too random right now. You can see a lot of aim duels where two players, especially with the silenced USP at like pretty long distances, they can just stand and shoot at each other, both aiming exactly at the head and just ducking, and it's just praying that the game will actually register the first headshot.
Please game, please.
Yeah.
Please game.
And the same goes with the Glock at long ranges, because it's so random. So a lot of times when you get that entry kill with the Glock, it's just luck.
What about you, James?
I like the pistol rounds. I don't like the variance. Not variance, but the randomness. I don't like the randomness. I don't like the randomness, basically. I mean, there was someone who made a really good video about the pistols in the game. I don't know. You probably know what I'm talking about, but I don't know the name of it or who it was by, which is not very useful for you people at home.
The AD thing with the pistols, and then the hitbox registering basically with pistols.
But I mean, there are the problems in the game. The list of things we consider to be issues just continues to grow, and so does frustration. We've no answer from they stopped the game again.
And an issue we can see from a lot of teams is buying better pistols on the pistol round and not dropping them to a guy with armor. And we actually saw that at Gfinity this weekend. A lot of teams buying dual Berettas, Tech 9s, or even 5.7s as CT, and then just buying a smoke, and then just keeping that pistol instead of giving it to someone with Kevlar.
Yeah, we saw it from flamie in the pistol round on overpass as well, where he was just running around naked with the dual Berettas. So, we are indeed live, finally here. We've got 3 people from NaVi coming through the apps, and there's a lurker, I think that's seized in the underpass. Maybe there to try and stop the rotations, although he's moving towards the B-bomb site now, so maybe he's going to try and sell the fake, or they're going to push 2 sites at the same time. Zipnix is rotating from B already, as Seas goes through quietly. First frag's going the way of NaVi, man advantage for them, although their man is on the B bomb site. Edward will be lost to the gun of Zipnix. And now we'll see if that flank will pay off here. As Zipnix indeed, he'll get tagged down from C, so it has paid off. He's got a Tech 9 as well, and he will be the last one standing. The Tech 9 and armor, so he was dropped the Tech 9, so he could pick up his Kevlar. And it will pay off, but not enough to find the final frag. dupreeh just needing the headshot there, finding it onto C's, and will find the defuse here for TSM.
That was a pretty standard pistol around there. Just a execute, the A retake. It's about just a question of hitting shots and playing good trades. And yeah, I mean, TSM just came out badly on top there. So they'll start off with a good economy. Not really much more to say about it. I mean, did you notice anything, Björn?
No, it's just a standard A push. They're smoking off jungle, going for the plant, and then they just lost the after plant.
We're going to see them actually, after getting the bomb down, they're actually going to force up here for another execute. So they want the damage and they want the bomb down no matter what. And the question is whether or not TSM can actually stop the bomb from going down, and whether they can limit the damage being done. So let's see how NaVi actually decide to execute here, if they'll actually do a wall in the middle of the site, like to just split the site in 2, or how this will actually work out. Now we've got dupreeh below the palace area with that M4 trained on the palace, and he's going to find himself quickly overwhelmed here.
Okay, so they're going to plant for CT. Carrigan is on the box, going to find 1 tag at least, as these Tech 9s come in and do yet more damage. He's picking up the M4, will find a frag onto Carrigan. Only Zipnix and cajunb remaining. There's no kit on the team, they need to move faster and try and even things up. Not sure if they've identified that NaVi are carrying armor. But C's going to be up on top of the toll booth, loud and proud. Edward with a great snap, taking down cajunb, leaving it in a 2 versus 1. Zipnix too far to run away now, and he's going to try and do what he can. Again, no kit on him, and that's going to be the money maker for Edward.
I don't understand why TSM play 2 people on site there. You usually want to go for the one guy playing ticket booth and one guy playing stairs, as we usually see Fnatic do. Especially when you know that you're up versus Tech 9 armor. You should just let them take the site, wait for your teammates, wait for the smokes to fade, and then go for the retake, because dupreeh and Device just died there on the site, giving up 2 weapons.
Carrigan back on the scout. He had it in the last round, but his teammates won't have the guns that they had. Going down to the CZs, the P250, some flashes, so they've gone for the Force as well. Are we going to see a continuation of the traded rounds that we saw on Overpass? Carrigan moving into a different position and instantly getting naded. Finished off by C's with a headshot, but will he check the blind spot where Zipnix is holding with a flashbang?
It's actually unlikely, I think, because you would assume that the player in that position is dead, and oh my goodness, he's going to throw the flash and go for the quick kill, and he's going to find himself the weapon too, as there's no one else there, and he's got armor as well with this, as they did go for that Force and D, so just, they want to keep the pressure up, steal it away from NaVi, and that's usually what you want to do in a spot where you lose to a Force by yourself, and that battle for economy is so crucial. And so far we see that NaVi are just slowly pushing, managed to find their way into connector, upslope now, looking for those entries, and that's what they're going to be delivered. Just Device and dupreeh left now. We have Device, he's just coming in from that B rotation, and he's got a few players that are quite weak, so you might be able to pull this one off.
Indeed, and the bomb, I was going to say, has not gone down yet, so he'll use the time he has, but instantly goes down, and I think that might be the end for Device. Could potentially set up for some exit frags, although he has a lot of value on him. $5,000.
Yeah, you should just go for the save here. They went for the Force, but it didn't work out. Getting 2 kills is good enough, so he should just try to save his M4 here.
He's going to see flamie, and 1 bullet should be enough. flamie hasn't seen Device, however, but again, he may not push too far with the health he has. Device is going to hunt for the kill, and he's got 2 to contend with now. Going to dance around. And we'll see if either of these players gets taken out. Indeed, they'll just do the dance. 2-1 to NaVi.
So we'll have to see whether or not NaVi can just get a clean round here against TSM, so that they have a pretty hardcore eco. This is the first time we'll see them with more or less nothing. It's just the M4 that Device saved. But they are going to go for a quick A execute, are these T players of NaVi. And Karrigan's in. Oh, wow. Fast crack with that CZ, able to spot what's going on, actually. And we already had the rotation coming in preemptively from TSM before the push will hit, but they just don't have the weapons to deal with this. However, Edward and Guardian are quite low, and they haven't made their way onto the bomb site yet. So maybe Device can make this a bit easier. In fact, he's going to take down Zeus, so NaVi having a bit of trouble here getting into the bomb site.
Indeed, stuck in the choke point now, and they're starting to move back while Edward throws the smoke into the site. So I don't know if they're going to rotate or just hold for a while. Still a minute on the clock here for NaVi to make a decision. They've got a smoke and 3 flashbangs, and I think they might go for maybe a pop flash out of the top and then push upper and lower, because Edward has 1 flash on him. Peek coming in from Zipnix maybe. He's making some sound, but Device will have the angle. Edward going down, and Guardian soon to follow. flamie will go as well, and that's another round in the bag for TSM. So we can see that the if we have a look at the rounds there, so it was 2 in a row for NaVi, but TSM have taken the next one, and the buys will continue. The forces, in fact, you can see Guardian there, AWP, and no armor. Oh, and that nade's going to take a chunk out of him. That's one of his legs gone.
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird because we saw this exact same start on Overpass with these two teams. Well, not exactly the same. It was 1-for-1 in that round, in that situation, but it's a similar situation where both teams have no money all the time. They're both just forcing it up.
Indeed. So we've got that smoke out onto the platform of the Palace, which if the T's throw it, can allow them to throw flashes through it onto the site, which have little cues for the CTs. Also makes it hard for the T's to run out of if it's thrown by the CTs. Edward already in the lather room, and no one's been lost for either side here, so there's potential for a B split from NaVi with such strong presence already, but TSM should be aware of it. You see these smokes coming in. They could boost over the bricks. Indeed, that's exactly what they're going to do, but it's going to be Edward looking as opposed to Guardian. Zipnix expecting it, holding the angle already, but it's going to be Edward to find his face first. Don't even think Zipnix got a shot off in that situation. B is weak at the moment. dupreeh gets taken down by Zeus with some insane flank on the A site, so punishing the TSM plays in their limited numbers. Only Karrigan and cajunb remain. cajunb spotted on the B bomb site, while Karrigan is over towards A as the last man. Soon taken down by flamie, and NaVi take the lead once again.
NaVi winning that round flawlessly, just due to the fact that TSM let them take mid control. I would like to see TSM play more aggressive in mid, and we usually see that a lot from them, where they try to push through connector and short, just calling for their teammates flashbang over from A or from the window, and we didn't see that round.
Yeah, now we got the mid rush here from TSM. The flash, and Edward's going to avoid that one. He's going to go for the spray down. Oh, that's beautiful from Edward. Really nice adjustment there. Compensation with that recall, and Zeus will clean up one as well in middle, and Zeus doing the same thing. So just Device who's left over. He's actually got himself an AK-47, but without any armor to play with, he is going to get wrecked by C's long distance, and NaVi cleaning that one up. So they did take actually two deaths there, so that's okay for TSM. And we have the Open Karrigan right now. TSM really need to get themselves back on the board right here, because their economy is just so delicate, and they're going to be ecoing if they lose this one. And if that happens, NaVi are going to take so much momentum. This is really key, I think.
Right, so TSM sending 2 over towards the A site and 3 into B. Going to be playing mid from short and abandoning CPL for now. Got significant presence towards B apps here from NaVi. We can expect some of these to go for down the underpass and maybe start to peek mid. Passive angle held on top mid here, I think from Edward. So once his players are in position and lower, we should expect him to start to move up. Indeed he will. Again, Karrigan there on the short position. I think he's smoking himself off actually to move into a different area, maybe making a read that it's going to be a B play.
Here we go. This is an important situation here, the pick battle. Karrigan versus C's. Now, this is where you would expect the CTs to have like a really strong advantage. They might not, the T's might not expect to run into an AWP in this kind of situation. If there is a single AWPer, Is he going to be beat absence of middle array? Well, it's hard to say, but here we go. We get the peek, and there it is. That's the frag there for Karrigan. Beautifully done, but Edward is still causing so much trouble for them. Just getting the pick up towards Catwalk, and now they're going to be challenging Karrigan. Oh my god, they're jumping around like headless rabbits right there, just jumping into that bomb site, and Karrigan's going to be put to the test, and he's going to deliver right now. He's got Stipnix for support. TSM are rotating all over this, and there is no map control here for Na'Vi. They can't get into the bomb site. Karrigan with another excellent kill. It's going to have to be down to Guardian in this 1-on-3. Now he's got the Molotov to work with to just deposition these players, but the time is really against them, and Karrigan will deliver again. So well done by TSM, and some nice moves from Na'Vi, but bunnying around will not work out this time.
Nice response from TSM, seeing as Ceased always pushes towards the B side, trying to gain some map control there, and just putting an op there just caught him off guard.
There's amusing dancing there from the TSM side, sorry, from the Na'Vi side onto short. But also an important thing that Karrigan, with the repeated peaks, he did it with different timings there, so as not to be predictable with his peaks, to try and avoid being pre-fired. TSM with double AWPs now, Device bringing out the second one. Guardian has one of his own, and we're finally opening frag of round 8 here. Na'Vi 4-3 up by 1 round against TSM in the second match of 5 here at the FACEIT European League, stage 2.
Yeah, so Na'Vi going to go for the A push now, just keeping it simple. They don't have any map control towards middle, and cajunb is going to spot this, so whilst it won't be super telegraphed, they won't have the they need to get themselves upslope really fast right now, and Karrigan is taking kills already, but there finally Guardian will respond, taking down the AWPer, and that's going to be a man advantage for Na'Vi. They just need to get onto that bomb site, get the bomb planted, and flamie's taking control of connector. We have the long distance spray coming in from Stipnix, but he's going to go down. It's Device now who needs to save the day with the AWP. Goes in. Oh, he won't find it. They're both there, and it will be the round for Na'Vi. So it looks like they will take a significant control into this this half now.
Okay, so TSM with a horrible money situation. Karrigan's got a bit extra. He'll want to keep a bit extra for the AWP. And in fact, he will just not spend any of the money. Some of his team are around $1,500, $1,300, so really no cash to splash on this occasion. Na'Vi looking good for a 6th round here. Karrigan getting taken down in the legs. And the T side will expect a push here from somewhere by TSM. Smoking off the connector jungle area. And they'll have many guns pointing in that direction. So they're going to keep a firm hold of the CT spawn area. Edward playing the smoke close, just in case there are any pushes. He'll use the spray. But he may get traded here, as there are a number of players around the site. Zeus coming in through the jungle area just in time. So Na'Vi will lose 2 players, but they'll take another round. 3-round lead here for Na'Vi.
And TSM have to put some pressure on Na'Vi in mid here, because Navi's just pushing through mid, just gaining all the map control, and from that they can just fall back and do either a B or A push. And you have to punish the terrorists if they go 1 or 2 people underground. You can do that with nades from short, you can do that with one op jumping down from window, and we actually see aggression here in mid from TSM now.
Yeah, and we have a scout on Device, actually. Interesting choice, as their money is a little bit stretched, of course. And again, they need to get themselves back into the game right now. Na'Vi having a strong T half, and they're playing a slow round so far, but Karrigan's going to pick off Guardian there. Very well done indeed. So that will give them a little bit of an advantage, but that's going to also force Na'Vi to start making decisions now. What are they going to go for? They don't have any mid control. They don't have anyone really in B apartments. They just have Slope and Palace. This looks like a terrible round here, but flamie is going to try to create an opportunity there, just harassing towards the toll booth. He wants that pick on dupreeh so desperately, but he's not even going to get any connections there, and so far so good here for TSM, and they're putting the bodies in the right place. dupreeh ready to just wreck this push. NC's goes. He's going to go straight down there to dupreeh's spray from the M4. Very well done indeed, but in comes Zeus, trying to get something done out of Palace, and Edward actually wrapping in from connector as well. They are making a round of this now, but Edward is alone. He's got a clutch again. And he's 1-on-2 right now with limited time on the clock. Finds the first frag. There's the second player, but Stipnix will take him down.
Yeah, TSM seemed to have a good read as to what was going on, because Zeus was doing a lot of jumping in the Palace, trying to find some angles as there are some shenanigans going down on A slope as well. So they managed to get 4 players over towards the A site. That said, Na'Vi still making it a 2 versus 2. Just unlucky to not take it over the line there. So I think Guardian's having some more network issues, which might you might see a delay coming in. You can see him stuck in T-spawn at the moment. And there he is. So I think we'll have to go to a break now while they fix this. So sorry about these delays, guys, but we should not be too long, hopefully. So bear with us. We'll go to a break again. Make sure you follow the channel, and hopefully we can do those giveaways today. But in the meantime, we will see you hopefully just in a few minutes.
Why, hello there. Hello, James. Hello, Björn. We're back into the match. It's time for more NaVi, more TSM, and more Mirage. And also what seems to be an execute here. And of course, the economic situation for both teams is quite terrible at this point in time. And NaVi, they're just going to go all in pre-flop, James.
There's nothing I love more than... never mind. My brain just died. Execute coming in from NaVi onto the A site here. They got some Molotovs, a few flashbangs. Let's see if the T side can hold. dupreeh going to be in the shadow area doing what he can, but there's flames, there's fire. He's sitting on the boxes, he's dead. We've got smokes on the site, and the site has a device, but the device has been torn apart by the gun of flamie. Going to go for the plant, semi-safe plant there. More mollies coming in, but Zipnix will find the frag before escaping with 18 HP.
Yeah, it sucks for TSM. They have to go and save. And there's not much more they can do than that, to be honest. And I should say Edward's been playing quite well for NaVi, actually. He's created a lot of clutch moments where he's created clutch moments, he's executed the clutches, and it's been all over the place. It's been on the A site, it's been on the B site, it's been, you know, with the Mag 7, there was one particular round like that, and also on, like, getting the kills in short to get map control. Like, I actually feel like Edward's been one of the most valuable players so far for NaVi on their T side. And Threat, run us through the situation. You saved three weapons in this spot as the CTs, and your economy sucks. So, you know, how do you deal with this?
Well, seeing as if you're down 4-7 as CT on Mirage, you have to buy. So this is a good decision by TSM.
Guns. Coming out for the CT side. AWP onto Karrigan. M4's in cajunb and Zipnix, or Shipex, right? That's Shipex.
What?
Zipex. That's how you pronounce it.
Shipex.
Yeah, something along the lines of the Shipex.
No, it's not Zipnix.
Well,
Civics.
we made it through a round, Dan, and Threat. We made it through one round. So I believe NaVi are going to find themselves a substitute, as this cannot stand.
This must not stand, James. We must reprimand all the DDoSers in the world.
Indeed. See what
We'll
the
take
timing
down
is.
all the botnets, James. We'll take all of them down.
There are so many botnets on the internet.
We'll take all of them down.
It's crazy. I've been in an IRC channel when a botnet has been loaded into it, and it's just the list of nicknames on it just goes like that. It's just absurd. It's crazy.
I miss net splits.
I've been DDoSed once.
Because you're on net splits in IRC, you'd have like a net split in an IRC channel, and then it'd be like you and like 2 other guys in the channel. Be like, hey guys, it's like our channel now.
That sounds mad creepy.
And then you can.
Dan's like, hey guys, put his
You
voice
can
up.
make friends through net splits because you're the only guys left in the channel. It's great. Then everyone else comes back, and it's like you have your own
You guys missed
inside
out.
jokes. Like
You guys
you
missed
missed
out.
out.
We had a
The
great
best-
time.
Yeah.
And all the
Talking
bots
about-
left, so you can break the rules. Like write
Yeah.
naughty words. Like yeah.
Naughty words. I love naughty words.
I got DDoS once.
When was that?
This guy said he would DDoS me, and I said, I've got cable internet. He's like, he's like, you haven't got internet no more. He DDoSed me for 2 days.
2
and
days.
that was it. I had no internet. There was not. I was just my modem was like, no, dude, it's not happening, man. You and I, it's not working out.
I've never been
I had no
DDoSed.
internet for 2 days. Not even a smidgen of internet. He DDoSed me for 2 days. Dan.
Why?
2 days because he could.
Because he could.
Because he could.
Was
'Cause
this a friend of yours?
I said, you can't DDoS me. I don't know, some idiot on the internet.
on IRC.
Yeah. two days he DDoSed me.
So he just
I had 0% internet for 2 days. Solid.
he's like. So
I got packeted.
were you one of those
I
guys?
got packeted more than Royal Mail, Dan.
Were you one of those guys on IRC? Like you could do a whois command, and your IP would just be displayed there.
That's like almost everyone on IRC.
No, because you can
Oh,
hide,
but
you
it
can
was
hide
just
it.
Line X or
Yeah, you can hide it with the X, the line,
Yeah, X.
yeah.
Yeah, but most people, you could just resolve it.
Also, you could use the BNC and also hide it
Yeah,
like
that's
that
bit
through a
of
proxy.
I didn't have money for a BNC, mate.
They cost like nothing, almost nothing.
Yeah,
People
but it
gave
cost
them out.
something. I had no money, Dan.
I knew those people who would just give them out for free.
No, well,
Should've-
where were you when I was getting DDoS?
Should have talked to me, mate. Would have hooked you up with a German bouncer.
Sure, it's not botnet then.
Yeah,
Okay.
might be a botnet. It could probably turn into.
So
a botnet.
those were the early days.
Oh.
When
I
you
wonder
said-
how many people actually watching know what IRC is. Maybe they watch.
and a BNC or bouncer.
Yeah, bouncer. Yeah.
BNC even more. Yeah, that I would be surprised how many
BNC.
know what a BNC is.
I mean, like for example, maybe everyone just takes. Have you watched that
No.
the thing in Numbers, the show
The
Numbers?
Thing in Numbers?
Yeah, where they describe IRC. It's like
I think you showed it to me
where
before.
hackers like go to meet and do hacker deals.
Oh, that video's
It's
hilarious.
like two
yeah.
ships meeting in the night. There's no trace afterwards.
Yeah,
You have to be there when it happens, or
completely
there's no
absurd.
trace.
It's completely absurd.
It's amazing.
It's the worst,
It's
the worst video.
And the best
Someone
thing,
tweet it to me so I can retweet it.
it's the best thing is when like there's another. I think it might even be the same show where like it's like they're being hacked or something, and they're like super hot like nerd girl who's got her hair done up. She's like wearing glasses to like look nerdy and stuff, but she's just a hot chick or something. She's like, oh, we're being hacked. She's like doing this, and then like someone else comes over. It's like oh my god, please help me. And he's like on the keyboard as well. Like they're both like doing this on the keyboard. It's like. What is happening right now, guys? Well, what is happening? How did this make it onto TV? Who let this happen? They should all be fired.
Yeah, but that's always the way, isn't it, in Hollywood? Like, we're being hacked. I think I know how to stop it. Pull the plug out of the computer, and then it stops it, right? Like, what is all this? What is all this? All these green screens of garbage.
Get out the Google device.
Get out the Google devices.
Why have you watched these shows?
No, I just see the clips on the on YouTube because they get circulated because they're hilarious.
I used to be an IRC op, and there was this
That was
girl.
very hard, James.
There was this girl.
You could just sit in the channel and be just get a bot, get an L bot, request an L bot.
There was this girl who, but we used. Oh, I don't know what it's called. We had a different. We didn't use the normal system that most people used. We had the. Oh, I don't even know what it's called anymore. Never mind. But basically, there was this girl, right, who was on AOL.
Yeah.
And back in those days, every time you turned your router on, you had a different IP and host mask.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
it was impossible to ban her. Like you could G-line her 5 times a day, and she'd be back in 2 minutes.
Oh my god, the T line.
You couldn't permanently G-line her because it should have a different host mask every single time. Unless you banned AOL, just the whole ISP from your network.
That's amazing.
It was impossible to ban people on AOL. It was impossible.
That's really funny because G-Line was like the scary thing because you could like actually get G-Line by just breaking the terms of service of IRC, like by spamming or something. You just get G-Line, then you're screwed if you don't have a dynamic IP. That was scary.
Yeah.
Times.
Well, she had dynamic everything, and she was nuts.
I remember trying to like in those days in like 2005, trying to call up my ISP and be like, so can you guys remove the interlacing from my internet connection? And they're like, into what, mate? You what, mate?
What, you want to
That's
cancel
like,
your internet?
oh my god. Who do I speak to who understands anything about any of this?
Nice.
And they're like, well, I see. Have you tried turning it on and off again? So it didn't work. Eventually, you get to someone.
Let me tell you how bad my internet is at home, which is why I never stream from home and only stream from the office, right? If I get my server browser up and get my favorites in, which has like 20 servers on it,
Yeah.
and let's say I want to connect to a deathmatch server and it's full, and I click auto retry, my entire DNS dies for 5 minutes. Like everything apart from that will work. I mean, everything that will work. I'll connect to the server, but like my Skype will go down. I can't browse the internet. Nothing works. Nothing works.
Amazing.
Everything dies.
Goddamn
It's
DNS.
astonishing. It's that bad.
Oh.
It's terrible. If I try and connect to deathmatch, just everything dies. The world around me turns grey. The flowers fall from the trees. Birds just drop out the sky, and everything's just dead. That's what happens.
God damn.
That's what happens.
I miss IRC. Those were the days. It was really addictive. It's like very unique as well because you would be able to have conversations with so many random people. Like I made so many friends just through IRC, just randomly. Like you just, I don't know. There's nothing like that.
It was the best way to build new teams as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just match like new random people just playing pugs.
Because you almost get like community vouching of them because if they're in like a certain community, people will kind of realize, okay, this guy's kind of cool, or maybe you've got like op or like voice or somewhere or something, so he's like must be kind of cool. So you get to know people before, and you can pull them in, like, do you want to mix with us or something. It's actually really unique. It's very. I don't know that there is anything that really is like that in the gaming community now, because everyone just uses Facebook and Skype, right? That's right. Is there anything else?
Yeah, all the pro teams, at least in Europe,
friends
uses
and stuff. But that's not
a
group
Facebook
chat.
group just to find pracs instead of QuakeNet.
Man, IRC is sorely missed.
I was never on QuakeNet. I was on other.
Which ones were you on?
We ran our own network actually, which still exists. It was called Asylum Net, which had nothing to do with seeking asylum. But we used to always get loads of Turkish users on talking in Turkish there.
Mental asylum.
Because they got the wrong idea about what it was. So we had to G-line them because they couldn't speak English.
G-line.
I love Turkish people though.
We would like to seek asylum here, so
my friends engaged to a Turkish girl. I'm sure she's lovely.
All right.
Oh dear.
Back into the match, James. Go.
Back to the match. So, NaVi have the 1-round lead, and they are on the P2 Fiddies. Whereas TSM have the buy, have the nades, have the defuse kits, have the helmets, and the Kevlar Dan. AWP onto well, he's dead. Frags going both ways here. TSM have lost 2 players. No rifles, however, picked up from NaVi. You can see starix hungry for the gun in connector. Zipnik, though, coming in for the save. TSM surviving with 2 players.
What just happened? Everyone's just like, it's a party mid, boys. Let's go. The drinks are free. There are balloons. Who wants a balloon? I love balloons, guys.
Dan's being a sausage today, so NaVi back on the buy here. 5 AKs coming out with limited nades. See dupreeh holding the angle there. Got to take down C's first. So early advantage for TSM. See what team can take the lead in the first half. Bomb is moving into the A site now, and we're going to see cajunb going down in CT spawn. Trades for both sides. Pallets being pushed by the CTs as they lose slope, and they will find Zeus. Bomb is down on A slope at the moment, and there's a 2-man advantage for the CTs. Going to leave one person over towards B, so maybe they haven't seen it. I don't know. I think there was a smoke down there. Maybe they're just watching the flank.
So Edward and starix are remaining right now, and they're trying to go for this last-ditch attempt. And starix will actually entry up slope, so if Edward can get himself onto the bomb site here, that would be nice, but there's too many guns pointed in his direction. His general vicinity has been compromised, and Zitnix will take down starix as well. So 7-8, NaVi actually... I actually felt like NaVi had a way better, like a really good chance to have like a 12-3 even. They had like I mean, we had some craziness at the start, but they were burning up a lot of economy. Their AXQs were going really well. They kept forcing like these save rounds and so on from TSM, but TSM still managed to pull it back to 8-7. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think they won the last 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah,
that half.
We are just changing. What is it with today? What is it with you people? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Could you behave yourself, please? And stop just being silent and saying weird things about balloons.
Don't you like balloons? Come on.
Balloons are not really on my top 100 list of things I like, to be honest.
No, are they on mine?
Well, they seem to be quite high up there, Dan.
Did you know you can actually boost on the balloons on overpass?
Yes.
James told me this.
Yeah. Have you tried it yet?
No.
You can see you can see ever so long area. So I suppose if there's a player playing by the tree in the middle, then you might be able to get a frag there. You know, the way if you look at Dignitas, they had a bit of tree shenanigans going on their CT side. Their teams are just changing server at the moment. I think there is some laughing gas in the room today. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the teams are changing server at the moment because NaVi've had some weird issues with pings, so we may have more delays here in this match. We'll get there soon, guys.
Are we not allowed to have fun? Is that?
No, I'm the fun police. Reese, is there a update as to how many followers we have towards our magical giveaway? Producer Reese says he's shaking his head. He's doing like a bob thing. I don't know. Oh, we've hit 575. Ooh. Oh, it's giveaway time. What do we start with? Do we start with the Asimov, or do we start with the knife, or do we start with the other object, which I cannot remember, which is a howl, a field-tested howl?
Knife.
Knife? I don't know how long this delays. Maybe producer Reese can give us an idea, because we could do it right now. I think we should just do it now. Just get the knife on the screen. Let's go. Get the knife on the screen. Let's do a raffle right now. Until this delay's over, Dan, say something that's not about balloons.
Do you ever go to one of those parties where have those guys that can make balloon animals? I got a dog once. It was really... Actually, it sucked. It didn't look anything like a dog.
You are so lame. I don't even know what to do with you. I've never gone to a party that was specifically for balloon animals.
It wasn't a balloon animal party.
But you just said, have you ever been to one of those parties where people are making balloon animals? That sounds like a balloon animal party to me.
That's the thing that can happen at parties, especially children's parties. When I was a kid, I went to one of those once.
It sounded more like it was a party for people who make balloon animals than a party with a guy making balloon animals.
He was very multi-talented. Although that said,
he was multi-talented.
As I said, it did suck. So clearly, clearly balloons were not his main act.
So lucky Thorin's not here right now.
I've been wrecked by Thorin repeatedly.
Yeah,
forever. It doesn't even matter to me anymore. Just hire him full time. Let's go.
So, you went to a party where there was a man with balloons. Or what did he do with his balloons?
How is this unusual? This is the most...
What did he do?
This is what, like, if you go to a children's party when you're a child, there are dudes that like, there are people that can make balloon animals. This kind of thing. Have you been to a carnival, a festival? Have you been to a theme park? These places where children like to go, and children love balloon animals.
So you went to this party where a man was making balloons, with animals with balloons. There was a man with balloons at a party that you went to, right? He's
making balloon animals, not animals with balloons. Now that would be interesting.
How do you make them?
Look, you went to a party, there was a man with balloons, then what happened?
Well, they give you it, and they expect you to be
what happened? Not what happened. What happened in this scenario where you met the man with the balloons? What happened then?
Well, he's just making loads of balloon animals, just entertaining a group of children at a children's party.
And then what happened?
I got a balloon animal, because I was one of the children that was being entertained at the children's party.
Did you feel entertained?
No, it was terrible.
So what was the balloon animal that you received?
It's a dog, but it looked really weird.
What was weird about it?
Well, it was a balloon, so...
So what were you like, well, this isn't actually an animal. This doesn't resemble a dog. There's no fur, there are no eyes, there isn't really a nose or any other like dog parts. I don't think there's any bones in these balloons.
I mean, I thought it would be maybe like...
You expect
The thing is,
what did you expect?
Balloons are very
What did you expect?
Balloons are very
This
limited.
balloon doesn't look like a dog because it's a balloon. Your show's crap. Did you just walk out and slam the door behind you?
Yeah, exactly.
But there's no point to the story. You went to a party, and you got a balloon dog.
There's no point. But you know what? There is a point, because now in reflection, if I ever organize a children's party, I'll get like a guy who's really good at origami, because with origami you can make really complex stuff and it's not lame. It's just like a general kind of dog-like shape.
Can you make a dog?
Can I make a what?
A dog.
A dog in what, with paper?
Yes.
No.
So, do you feel like these children will be appreciative of your origami party? Or is this just for you?
An origami
and
party does
the kids are just
pretty
there
awesome.
to drink
Yeah,
punch.
because it's complex.
An origami party.
Yes. It would be the best party of all time. It would actually be really, really crap, actually. I think.
It sounds brutally horrific. Even if I was in prison, I would not attend your origami party, Dan. I'd find something else to do.
Maybe that's the punishment in prison.
I'd
You have to go to
I would-
dance origami party.
I would take all the straws from the canteen and have a straw party where we just have straws, and it would still be better than Dan's origami party.
What do you do with the straws?
I'll just leave them on the table. Who cares about the straws? I don't know. I'll just leave the straws there. I wouldn't even open the pack. Be like, here are some straws. Let's rock this party.
I want to see what this has to do with this knife, James. It's been on screen for
I
a
enjoyed
while.
this knife, actually.
Been on screen for quite some time.
I think this is one of the better minimal wear bayonet knives. Because if you look at the back of it, which you can't see right now because it's gone to the other side,
in the back.
it has less wear than other knives, Dan. I specifically selected this one when I bought it from the market. And it served me well. But it's surplus to requirements now. So I now have
Raffling it right now. I can see.
Yeah.
I can see now the bottom of the lower third.
We welcome to 3 minutes ago, Dan, when we started this raffle. I guess you were caught up in all the balloon talk.
Yeah.
So when did this balloon? What other parties did you go to as a
Have
child?
you ever ingested helium?
Ingested helium?
Yeah.
Have I ever breathed in helium? I
Yeah,
have.
consumed-
For the purposes of
consumed it.
having a high-pitched voice.
Yeah. I've never done that before.
I have done it before. I've done it a few times, but I never do it ever again now because I've been there and I've done it. Dan.
So
I think it's a carcinogen actually. Helium.
Okay, probably is,
The
yeah.
inhalation of helium,
Probably is.
I think, can cause cancer, which is not good. So I do not advise it. But I presume. Actually, I don't know.
We're against cancer here.
Yes, absolutely. I've done it before, but it's not like. I think if you're a lot younger, then maybe it's a lot more fun than if you're older.
Do you know that?
Were these balloons filled with helium, Dan?
You know, we used to play
Is
Counter-Strike.
this related?
We used to watch Counter-Strike on this channel. I'm fine with talking, but
we used to, but then people had internet issues.
Then there was DDoS.
Then there was DDoS and
Welcome to DDoS.
changing of servers. The first game actually started late because there was some issues with some pings, so they were going through servers to try and find something that worked. But I sincerely believe, Dan, I believe that we were about to start the second half.
And we see two smokes on TSM, throwing one into mid immediately. The rest of the teams going towards B. So probably gonna be a B push straight away. No one going down into underpass.
Diffuse kit on C's, 2 in CPL for the CTs. Potentially could rotate quickly towards the B bomb site should it be required. Device going to come in, find a headshot onto C's. He's looking for the short player as well. Edward will at least take down Carrigan. He's not been traded, in fact, so he's still going to be present for now. With 2 HP, flamie taking down Device. Trades coming in from cajunb. 2 versus 3. And 3 of those 5 players are heavily tagged indeed. Might be a case of next hit wins for a few of these dudes. There's the first one. starix taking down Zipnix. He's got more health than Edward, but only 7 now as he's been heavily tagged. TSM take it over the line here.
That was a really cool pistol from TSM. Just throwing one smoke into mid, having one guy push towards short, and they just want to force an over-rotation from NaVi there, leaving the guy on short on B towards the window room or vent room, and the 4 guys on B could just push towards B there. So a great pistol round there from TSM.
Okay, so you can see that smoke grenade that came in from dupreeh, that goes to short and leaves a gap, so you can actually peek into short if you want to, but also allows you to jump over into mid boxes. But they're trying to play the fake here, but it's the CT to have the superior angle so far. Zeus taking down Karrigan, Zimnick's coming in to try and clean things up here, and it is going away with TSM now.
And we have flamie's moved in from the shop area, and with all these players so low for TSM and the fact they don't have the bomb site and the bomb is dropped outside of the apartments, this is going to be rather annoying for TSM to say the least. Device needs a fast one shot onto one of these. Oh, there it is. That's going to do the job. But Seeds is in a very nice position by the car. He can get an angle on the first player. Oh dear, cajunb's really low. He's going to go down, but where is the next player? Device, oh, he doesn't get the frag, the trade quickly enough, and that will now be Seized. Very aware of what's going on, and he does get the spray down onto Device. So well saved there by NaVi.
Quite common anti-eco going for the B rush on Mirage. And don't know why teams do that. You could just go for, just wait for any aggressions and then go for the B push. I don't know what value you really get from just pushing there right away, but TSM decided to go for the fast B push, and 3 people there from NaVi just stopped them.
Okay, force buy coming out for the TSM side now, and I think, are they trying to... Let's see how many people are actually going to head towards the B bomb site. I think we've got some going through the underpass and only one lurking towards B. So, it seems more sensible. Bomb is over towards A, of course, with Karrigan coming in, causing some shenanigans. Maybe trying to sell a bait with most of his plays towards B bomb site. However, the bomb's been found. Zeus pushing at the perfect time. A-slope. Bomb's been lost here by TSM. 3 players remaining now versus the 4 of NaVi. However, Zeus and flamie are in 1 tap distance there, 11 and 24 HP respectively. We saw the danger that caused for Dignitas on overpass when the opposing side had Deagles. This time it's Tech 9s. But in this situation, they will be just as dangerous.
Yes, and the bomb is going to be collected here, but we got a push in Palace from Zeus. He will find his demise at the hands of the Tech 9 of cajunb, and Device is going to also dish out the damage with the Tech 9. This is going to, oh my goodness, Device with another kill there with the rifle that he picked up, and that is going to be the round over here for flamie, I should think, right now, as he's going to get attacked by Device. No way in here as the bomb does make its way towards the B-bomb site. Device completely locking flamie away from this one. And he's finally decided, hey, this is probably a good idea to save this one. Does not like his chances. So we'll have another round there for TSM, and that should make it 10-8. If I'm not mistaken, no, 10-9, sorry. No.
We'll find out shortly. Well, trading scores again, they are in the second half. So this trading between these 2 teams continues. Wonder if we'll see the force once again from NaVi, or if they will opt for the eco. We'll have to wait and see in a few short seconds. Do we have a winner for this lovely knife?
I like a good knife.
If so, please announce on the stream. Mr. Producer Reedtz, we haven't heard your glorious caramel voice in a long time.
The winner of the giveaway was Ioann.
What he said. Ioann, congratulations, you have won my knife. Next up will be the Howl, and then we shall do the Asimov.
What a beautiful voice, James.
Thank you very much.
Not you. You heathen.
Oh.
The score is actually 10-8 right now for TSM, since they had to change server in halftime.
So I don't think any of your guesses were correct there.
God damn.
Alright, so NaVi going to be going for the force again. I love forces when people are trading rounds early on. It means carnage on both sides. Karrigan opting for the Tech 9 once again. Device going to start things off early, taking the frag onto starix. Trades within the round as well as rounds themselves. Man advantage for TSM. Going to get a little bit better now as Edward falls, as does Zeus, leaving only Seized with a scout. So, bit scorched earth here on Mirage for the CTs. 3-1, and cajunb might have heard those sound cues from Seized jumping down into mid. Not much bounty for cajunb to pick up there. And now NaVi will finally be on the eco.
NaVi should have gone for the full eco there. They're only down 10-8, and there's siege on Mirage, and you really need all the nades you can get, especially if you want to try to get mid control. You need the Molotovs and the flashes, so NaVi can only buy M4s without nades this next round now.
Yeah, and the TSM, I mean, they should be taking a lot of economic control here, so yeah, NaVi are in a pretty bad position here. They're all going to line up towards connector, however, to go for that little bit of a stack towards middle, and it's not going to do much damage here. Just one player going down in cajunb as now dupreeh finds his way onto connector. That bomb is carried by Karrigan, and he can make his way safely up short now as the remainder of NaVi are cleaned up one by one until it's only Seized. And as Fred mentioned, actually, if we just check the scoreboard real quick, let's do the math. So three rounds. So that's 1400, 1900, and then 2400. So they'll get 2400 in addition to this. So that'll be 4400 for Seized, and yeah, so they're all around 2000. So 4400 is going to be the best they can have. Actually, okay, 4700 for Zeus. So it's a situation where as Fred mentioned right now, the buy is kind of awkward because they have to do it, but do you get FAMASs, you can have full nades, or do you get the M4s like this? What do you like the FAMAS or the M4 choice here, Björn?
If you can buy a smoke and a flashbang, I think going for the M4 is okay. But both starix and Edward should have bought FAMASs so they can buy smokes, because you really need a smoke on this map.
Edward's going to get the early advantage for the team, and you can often see that when the economy is limited for the CTs, going to try and give themselves a big advantage, but their advantage will be taken away. cajunb eliminating Zeus. Edward heavily tagged as well. flamie, though, going to get 2 super fast frags on the A site. Bomb down as well. dupreeh soon to follow to the grave. flamie going huge for the team just when they need him to, leaving only cajunb taken out by C's, and they'll pick up an AWP to boot. So, round's been had a superb result there for NaVi.
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly looking pretty good for them. However, TSM still do have quite some bank to buy with, so they're not going to be too worried about that. One device is going to pick up the AWP again, and they'll rock the AKs on everybody else. Now, how are they going to approach this one? They have a lot of players towards the B apartments now. Well, actually, this is pretty standard, actually, 2-2. So they can have 2 guys going top mid, but they have to wait for the guys to go underpass first. And, well, Edward's going to be peeking out. And he's very aware of all these timings as well.
There's no Guardian.
No Guardian.
He's being DDoSed by the internet police, so we have starix instead. We'll see if he can.
Open place.
Indeed. Edward in the ladder room, going to take down Karrigan. So they thought they had an early advantage, however it was taken away. Edward going to get caught reloading. Top of the ladder. Won't be enough for him to make an escape. cajunb will find the punish. dupreeh has someone very close indeed to the just around the corner on connector there. But maybe starix can find support. So is he going to check the ladder room? cajunb's going to get caught now, and that's the bomb as well. Disaster strikes here for TSM. dupreeh going to get taken down from behind. Device and Zipnix remain versus the 3 of NaVi. starix almost caught in the open there, but manages to find the snap.
Yeah, really well done by starix there. If he had actually died in this position, TSM actually, I think, could... I don't know if I would go so far as to say they would have enough advantage, but it would be a very winnable round. But now it's just impossible for Device. He needed somebody to give him some breathing room, some space to work with. However, saving the AWP is much more intelligent, especially considering their money is going to be a little bit weird now. We'll have to see how that actually turns out. Actually, we can just check now, as nothing's going to happen here. So yeah, their money kind of sucks. They just they're going to get reset, so $1,400 in addition to what we saw there. So that's going to put most people around $3,000. So unless they want to go for a force execute with Device on the AWP, I would be surprised. Oh, I don't know. They could do it. Yeah, they're actually going to go for that actually. So, would you expect an execute here?
I don't know really. If you have an AWP, you usually want to go for the default where you try to take control from mid first, and yeah, the bomb is going towards mid, so it's probably going to be a default here from TSM. And they did a great job the last round. They took control of both connector and window room, but after that they just, I don't know, just waited for 20 or 30 seconds.
I'm really curious as to what nade Karrigan is lining up. Oh, it wasn't Karrigan, who was it? Okay, I have no idea now, but someone was in an interesting place at top mid there. Have to maybe look at it in the demo. So TSM limited here, only 2 pistols, sorry, only 3 rifles, and 2 pistols coming in tow. See if they can get close enough to find the frags, the one-taps, pick up some rifles here on the NaVi side. Seas, however, will be the first to take down one of the pistolers. That will be Karrigan.
Yeah, but TSM have worked their way into middle a little bit, but they're going to back away with the 2 top mid players. And they've moved dupreeh into mid, but the thing is they didn't move him into connector. So if he wanted to actually push that position, that would be kind of hard by himself. So instead he's just going to stay there where he is, below the window, and just try to get rotations, which is actually a better play, I would say, as it's too risky without help to get into connector. So I'll see whether NaVi can hold this off. They don't have anybody close here, so if TSM have some good nades and they put the pace on They will get a fast opening onto the bomb site, but they must be quick here. They need to get onto the site fast. I cannot emphasize that enough, and that is going to help massively right now. Great pick there from Device. Now dupreeh is going to move into connector by himself, goes for the wrist there, picks up the kill as well. So TSM looking strong into this one, but they're 3 against 3, and Edward is going to make it even worse for them.
Indeed, we've got the rotation coming in from short, but there are no longer any players for TSM in the connector area, which means that that rotating C's won't be into effect until he gets onto the site. Meanwhile, Device taking that Edward, leaves it in a 2 versus 2. We've got 2 defuse kits, no smokes, great snap by C's to even things up here. starix again with the AWP frags coming in for his team when Guardian is down. And that's another round on the board here for NaVi.
So we're going to have an interesting situation, a very close match actually, and economically speaking, no one's really taken significant control at the moment, to be honest.
TSM going for the force buy here, seeing as if NaVi wins another round, they're actually gonna make it an even game. I think it's gonna be 12-12. So TSM really want to force them to an eco here, and they're just gonna go for the A execute.
Oh, there's a player close to the slope, though. This could be very devastating if they pop flash him in at the wrong timing. Oh, there is a pop flash, and flamie's going to spot this. There's one player. There's the second one. Cannot get the third, but the call is going to go in for his team to rotate. They know exactly what's happening. There's the peek from Zeus, and that was over so fast.
Wipeouts. It just got hit with the NaVi tsunami.
And that's the problem. If you're a team that usually goes for the mid default play, and you don't throw the smoke into mid, it's so obvious that you're gonna go for the A execute. And you could see that as soon as NaVi saw there was no smoke in mid, they just put 3 guys on A there immediately.
NaVi tsunami. Good one, James.
Thank you very much. AWP onto the NaVi side, but not onto TSM. They'll be limited. Zipnik's on a... what's it called again? Galil. I almost said a FAMAS, and I almost said a flamie, and I was like, what the hell? What am I doing here?
On the flamie.
No nades in the bank for TSM. Gonna lose dupreeh first. 2 players now, close on short, maybe looking for a trade situation should Edward be lurking again. Edward, however, is back at the bench area on the B bomb site. So the CT side switching things up here. We'll see if TSM can identify the play here from the NaVi side and if they can punish. Again, they've got no nades. They can't pop flash around any corners. They can't smoke off any parts anywhere across the map.
I actually think that NaVi have a really solid potential to hold this push coming into B, but the thing is that they don't have anybody on mid, so if a short push comes in, that's going to be pretty dangerous, and that's where Karrigan is at the moment. Will he just go for it? He's going to spot a play and connect, that should give away the play. Oh, flamie gets him straight away there with that headshot, and NaVi are cleaning up everything. They needed a player to come up short. They needed Karrigan to make his way up there to provide that double angle, but it's not going to happen, and TSM will lose the round, and NaVi are going to take a significant advantage as the money starts to build.
Oh, you can see how much this means to the TSM side. Karrigan going for a tactical pause, and again, wait, is he saying he wants a timeout or somebody has timed out? Before I start rabbiting on, we'll find out, because again, I think it's a tactical pause actually, because it's not too long. I'm getting word. It's not often you see tactical pauses in online matches, but again, there's a lot at stake here in the FACEIT League, and everybody wants to go to the beach.
I want to go to the beach, James.
I want to go to the beach.
I want to get a tan, so I'm not pasty.
You need a tan.
And so I don't look like I'm ill.
You look like you're the milkman, Dan. You had an accident and you fell into the truck.
That's the true story.
It's the true story. I've been to Valencia the last 3 years in a row for DreamHack.
What was the best thing about it?
The beach.
What are you doing? What do you do on the beach?
I bought inflatable beds and I slept in the sea.
No! But what if you float away? You'll be forever lost
I wouldn't
in
be
the
too
sea.
fast. I wouldn't be too fast.
JZFB, lost in the sea.
Let's go. Rhyming is... Never mind. 4 Galils coming out for the TSM side. cajunb reduced to the Tech 9. NaVi building rounds here. starix finding the frags with the AWP in the absence of Guardian. Full nades once again for the CT side. More nades than we saw previously for TSM, but they're still limited. But maybe now they can go for an execute.
This is fine though, because NaVi are playing retake anyway, so there's nobody on the bomb site. I mean, of course, if there was someone close, that could be dangerous, but hey, just a calculated retake is going to be good too. But cajunb is going to go up close personal with that Tech 9. He's going to take away the AWP and or the M4 rather. And wow, starix getting a shot just through the smoke. Very nicely done. Nice. 3 versus 4 now for TSM as they hold down the bomb site. But the smokes are going to be dissipating very soon. And there we go. We can see them being removed from obscurity now are the CTs. But cajunb in with a frag onto, oh my god,
wow,
starix!
starix!
Please calm down!
What is going on here? Guardian's going to be staying on the bench after this one. Device and Carrigan now. We've got the biggest flank of all time. Device rotating all the way to bomb. Has it been planted for sure? Indeed. Edward's going to have no cover as Device. That rotation will pay off for him. 2 versus 1 now. C's unable to win this round for his team. Got to try and do some damage. He will not be able to do so. Device will escape, as will Carrigan from the explosion. And TSM will get another round on the board, tying things up here 13-13.
Great response there from TSM. They realized that AWP is playing window and they're probably only have an M4 towards tickets, towards the spawn. So what they did was smoke off jungle, smoke off the stairs, go out 3 people palace and just push the guy to spawn, steal his gun and just win the retake.
Well, we have the AWPs out again. The AWPs are out and we have a default round coming up from TSM. 200 past 2 in towards Catwalk, but starix, they're boosting up over the smoke. Who is this that has an angle? Who
is this?
It is Device. dupreeh is the bottom man. He's on the bottom. Now he's moved all the way towards top mid again. They are trying to get this. Oh my god, starix! You are a beast!
What is this? This is ridiculous! NaVi coming in for pushes towards A as well, but he won't win that one. starix is getting some outrageous frags here. He's going to have his own highlight reel with the AWP after this one, but this round not going in their favour now. The flank coming in from CPL, starix has left the building. Man advantage for TSM, seeing a rotation force from the B players. They've only got 1 player on the A site, Zeus though, in an advanced position. He's got no security behind him. He will try and find some with the frag onto Carrigan. The bomb still headed towards B slope now. And now we find ourselves with 2 isolated TSM players. The bomb has to cross. And it could be a very difficult situation indeed. This Molotov might help. But can the other NaVi players peak in time?
Well, so far it's looking really weird right now because NaVi, they can't get the bomb to the bomb site just yet. We have a player on the site, it's Edward from NaVi. He's going to be just staying on the double stack there towards the back, and he's going to go for the duel, and Edward, of course, will pick it up. But hey, you know what? I think starix is just like trolling so hard right now. It's like, hey guys, I'm the coach.
Look at this.
Yeah, if you think you'll have an easy time, Guardian's gone. No, I'm starix. Bring out the cappers.
Okay, so TSM on the force again. Force off the force off the force, use the force. Tech9's coming out with a P250 on device. We've got the smokes, we've got 3 smokes and the Molotov. We can expect the Molotov to probably go into the shadow area.
They're going to do the same thing here. They're going to push towards CT spawn.
Yeah, they're coming out fast, but can the NaVi players hold? They've got 2 players in CT spawn this time. Zeus and flamie going to get 2 quick frags. dupreeh coming in for 1 on the Tech9. To flamie. He's got so many frags for the NaVi side, so he's holding things down in CT for now. Only device remaining. Bomb on the floor. Device will try to creep through the smoke. He'll take starix down, but there's 1 more to find there. They'll know his locations. He's got to peek, get tapped down with a P250. Good damage done by TSM, but they haven't won the round.
Yeah, this is getting pretty damn close now for NaVi. Just 1 more round and they win this one. It's 15-13 now in favour of NaVi, and we got TSM on the Tech9s and the grenades. And the armor.
What could be the final force for TSM in this match. The second match of NaVi versus TSM. This one being the pick of NaVi. Overpass being the pick of TSM. Overpass being a victorious map for TSM. Going for another execute here towards the B bomb site. But we've got the counter nades coming in. Look at the damage it's done to the T's here. They're looking for some initial frags. There are almost 4 CTs on the A site already. Trades coming in. flamie taking 1 down. Bomb attempt, plant attempt will come in, but the angle cannot be found from the CT to stop it. 2 versus 3. Device yet to pick up a rifle. Edward getting dinked. We'll see if they can hold.
Yeah, nice flash there by C's. Oh, he won't get the kill though. Carrigan will pick it up, and an explosive round from NaVi will actually, from TSM will reward them massively. So they are going to make things a little bit easier for themselves, but still going to be match point here for NaVi. So the best thing TSM can get in this situation is that overtime. And they'll have to then do it in the overtime, but I don't know. I think NaVi just their best chance is to get it 1 here. Of course, with starix playing, okay, he's been a bit ridiculous, but we'll definitely see that as a bit of a disadvantage. And not playing with the full lineup, so if it does go to overtime, I think TSM will be quite favoured to win this one. And
we see 1 5-7, 1 Farmers now on NaVi here on the last round, and 2 5-7s actually, so a very low buy from NaVi, and TSM just looking to go for the same execute But they're leaving the bomb towards the B house, so this is going to be a fake.
Ooh, let's see if the fake actually pays off. We have the push up mid from NaVi, so they're looking to be able to wrap around in the flank, and it could be kind of awkward if they try to flank into the fake. That would suck, but oh my god, Zeus might just discover everything right now. He's going to hear the running. He heard the running of Xyp9x. That is huge.
But let's see what happens.
You are, mates! What's going on, James? James!
Oh dear.
James.
Dear oh dear. It's a great evening for Counter-Strike. I can only assume that means that the CT's won the round. Maybe we can get some information.
Yeah, I guess so, since Zeus heard the guy running towards B.
Oh man, I really wanted to see actually that happen, that all play, because there was a T coming from T spawn, so maybe if he sees Zeus first and gets a frag there, then it stops the bomb going. Maybe they realize what goes on, maybe he rotates. Who the hell knows? There were so many small... Oh dear. Producer Reedtz is trying to find out some information for us. So while he does that, again, guys, we have given away the bayonet knife to one of our subscribers.
What else?
During the break before the next match, we will do the raffle for the Howl. And then...
Hey, isn't there other stuff we can give away as well? You didn't ask me what I wanted to give away.
What do you want to give away, Dan?
You're like, oh, threats, you can give away whatever because you're threats. But Dan, he doesn't get to say anything.
Did I say that?
He selected the last giveaway, yeah.
Oh, okay, so wait, which one? Alright, so you have the Howl, the field-tested Howl, or the Asimov.
Okay, I want to go for the Howl because you've got expectation already.
I knew he was going to do that.
So, you've got the expectation. Got to go for the Howl.
Okay, so subscriber raffle for the Howl coming up when this break kicks in. But do we have a score yet, Mr. Producer Reedtz?
Mr. Producer Reedtz.
It was indeed 16-14. I do sincerely apologise for not being able to see that final round. Sometimes these things happen. So, I guess it's time to go for a break while we set up the next match. Again, we're trying to get back onto schedule here following the delays in the previous matches. So, we will see you in a few minutes. And again, we're going to have the Howl raffle right now.